So we have our animation working. That's delightful. Now let's see. What we want to do next is as follow. The idea is that, okay, once this animation is over, we want to take the users to the login screen. Now, it depends, because at this point, of course, this may not make a lot of sense, but the idea is that, okay, actually, once the animation is over, we will have to check to make sure that if there is indeed a logged in, a Firebase authorized user. And we're not there yet, but we'll get there. I'm just trying to paint the picture. That's the reason why we have this delay here, because we want to delay a little bit and do something afterwards. What is that I want to do? Well, later we are going to put an if statement that will check to see if we have a user already authenticated. This is in the future or not. If that's the case, meaning there's no user authenticated, then we're going to take them to the login screen. Otherwise, we take them straight to our reader home screen. Okay, we're going to do that later. But for now, all we're going to do really is use our navigator, or Nav Controller, I should say, and I'm going to get rid of this altogether because we don't need to pretend that we want to see the contents of our splash screen here. It looks like I'm having some issues. All right, I should probably get rid of one of these. There we go. All right, because we will need this Nav Controller. This is the beauty, because now that we have our Nav Controller, controls the navigation, means this is what directs where we want to do, like dot navigate to X. We need that. Now I can do that, right? We can do that. So we can take our Nav Controller, just say Nav Controller. Look how easy this is. Dot, I can say navigate, and make sure you pick the correct navigate method here. There's a few, and we want the one that is correct one. We want the one with the route, okay, string as such, and we're going to pass here the actual navigation. So I'm going to say I'm going to go to, okay, let's go back there so you can see where it is that I want to go. I want to go to reader screens. The beauty is that now I can go reader screens. Let me go that guy there, the enumerated class, enum class, it's dot. I want to go to our login screen dot name, just like that, and I'm done. I have my controller. I say navigate, pass the path or the route. Is that gonna work? Let's see. Gonna run. Oops, looks like we have some issues here. Let's go ahead and look at the run. Let's run again to see. Okay, we have a few problems. Okay, what seems to be the problem? It says no such method error, reader splash, and appears in data. So looks like we don't have the navigation. Let's click here. It says let's go to reader navigation, line 18. Okay, so when we say reader splash screen, we have Nav Controller. We don't have, right. So looking at this, you can see that something is not right because we don't have the login composable here, right? Our screen. Of course, we're going to have issues. So I'm going to copy this and paste there to create the actual login screen, that name like such. And it's going to be login screen. Let's see, reader login screen. There we go. Let's go to our login screen. We're going to pass our Nav Controller. So we should have done this before. That's okay. We're doing it now. And now this should go away, this error. Okay, just make sure you understand what's happening. What happened was that it wasn't recognizing this composable because there was no composable here, screen that would give us direction to where to get to how to get to reader login screen. That's why we was complaining, because we didn't have the reader screen or reader login screen attached here in our nav host. It makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and give it another try. Hopefully this time we'll have no problems. And voila, you can see we had that animation, and we go to this blank screen that it's not very eventful because we have nothing there. It's okay, but at least we know things are working. So right here I can just say a text, our infamous text that says login screen. So perhaps we can feel a little bit better about our efforts. Let's run again. Okay, there it is. Wait for 2 seconds, and voila, login screen is showing. Nice, it's working. navigation is working, and of course you'll always have to make sure that we actually have the nav host, that we actually have added the screen to navigate to right here. It's very important. Okay, good. This is good. So life is really good. Things are working perfectly, and we should be very happy because the application is over. Just kidding. We still have a lot of work to do.